exclusives, A-list celebrities, fun and frolicking, well then I'm afraid you have come to the absolutely wrong place, sir. Because we deal in all of the above and much, much more, including this.
I fell off the bar.
As well as this. And if you're lucky, a little bit of this.
Hey, you want to blade my banana?
It's quite a large one, isn't it? That's a large banana. So, to the aforementioned celebs, move over Bros, 3SL, TLC and the Supremes, because there is a new triple threat act in town. It's Big Brother 2010 winner Josie Gibson, journalist extraordinaire Patrick Strudwick, and finally, he might legally nick your telly, but we still like him. It's Chris. That is. That's right, let's have a chat about tonight's show. Kind of comparing it to some of the other shows we've seen recently, slightly tamer, I think, apart from the end, where it all got a little bit sneaky. So, since the Turf Wars task has ended, I think they've all got a little bit paranoid. Can any of them be trusted now, Josie?
I think once you've got a few paranoid people in the house, it's like a dominoes effect, and then they're all getting paranoid. It's like if you're hanging around with a negative person, you get a bit negative, don't you? So I think they're all buggered. I know. Was Is that another complaint?
You can totally say that. It's
right,
absolutely fine. You can say much worse.
Oh, yeah.
We've had Pete Burns on here, don't worry. Patrick, does all of the bitching make for good television?
Yeah, I mean, who wants to watch people being nice to each other? I don't. I was particularly impressed with Caroline today, who doesn't even bother bitching behind people's backs. She bitches to their faces. So she was saying to Scott, "Oh, you need to get edgier underwear." Of all the insults, edgier underwear.
And his comeback was like, "It's the same as Aaron's, though."
And this is coming from Caroline, who's about as edgy as a Satsuma.
Guys, do you think there are any real friendships in the house?
Yes!
Come on, we got to go to Gracie, because it's her birthday on the weekend.
I'm going to be 21. Begging. Shut up.
Who are the real friendships?
I think the real friendship in the house are Adam, Laura, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, them three.
That little trio.
Yes, I think so. The others, debatable. Debatable.
I think Scott and Becky are just great. Like a dream team, just drawn at each other.
They are absolutely fantastic. And it's really... It's an odd one, though, with Scott, isn't it? Because he's either with Caroline or he's with Becky. And...
They bitch about each other all the time. Becky and Scott and... Yeah, they all do.
To be fair, they're all pretty bitchy in there, aren't they? They're all having a good old moan about everybody. Chris, are you surprised at how Siobhan's position has changed in the house? Because you guys, you were really pally with Siobhan.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you. Me and Siobhan got on really well.
Yeah.
I don't think she's playing up. I think she's like just being herself, but it just gets on top of you in the house.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that she's playing up, but from the Siobhan that we saw in there with you in the first couple of weeks, there's a very different person.
Yeah, I think it's getting all on top of her, and she's just having a bit of a moan and a groan, but I'll still back her all the way. Yeah.
Okay. 24 hours ago, Siobhan and Dina were arguing. Now they're plotting together. How did Siobhan manage that in 24 hours? She went from going, "This is what's going on, Dina," to Dina going, "Siobhan, this is totally what's going on. Is this what we should do?" It's like she's just, like, miraculous.
Well, there's two things here. A, she's very lucky because Dina is just basically a decent, simple person. It's kind of like throwing a kitten into a high-security prison.
You can see how confused she is.
Yeah, so she just takes on board everything. But Siobhan plays a very clever game because she basically accuses other people of the very things that she does herself. So she says, "Take your voice down," very loudly. She says, "Don't play the victim," while playing the victim. She says, "I didn't need to be having this argument," when she clearly needs to be having this argument. So it confuses everyone. She's kind of a genius.
Why has Patrick never been on the side before? That's what I would like to know. What do you guys make to their plan to try and trap Lauren, I suppose it is, or call Lauren out on what they are alleging that she's doing?
I think it's going to work because I think Dina is. I do feel bad for her because she does kind of get sucked up by everyone. So I think she'll say something, but then she'll be back friends with Lauren, and then she'll be like bitching about Siobhan. I don't think she does on purpose. I think she's such a sort of innocent person. She just gets so easily influenced by bigger characters such as Siobhan.
And she wants to be friends.
She wants to be friends with Siobhan.
Yeah.
She wants to get back in Siobhan's good books.
Yeah.
So she'll do anything what Siobhan says, because when Siobhan told her she needs to, you know, lighten up and get herself back together, she just went, she cowled, like, to say, yeah.
And to be fair, we haven't heard a moan about bacon for quite a little while. Now, we've got an exclusive from earlier on today. Get your B-bolls around this.
Dina, has Dina said anything to you?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all. What's going on? What was it?
She said she doesn't trust Lauren and she's not going to talk in front of Lauren because she feels that she said some things in front of Lauren that has got back to Siobhan, and Siobhan's brought it up in the arguments that she believes.
Like what?
Like she just, like the whole thing about Siobhan losing her temper too quick or whatever. She said that in front.
I know Lauren and Siobhan did have a discussion when we were in the blue team in the task room, but you know, can't see Lauren
saying that
on
Dina said
purpose.
that. Right. But I mean, that could just be Siobhan dropping seeds.
Yeah, exactly.
In Dina's head or whatever, you know?
Yeah. They're going to be trying to turn us against each other, of course.
Right, I know. So I was just wondering if, like, Dina was playing both sides and might have said something to you.
No, she's not saying anything.
Okay. Would you dare think Lauren would play both sides?
Not knowingly.
Right.
You know, she's nice to everybody.
Right, no, I get that part.
So, Josie, what do you make to all this? It's a bit of a conundrum, really.
I just can't get my head around it all. I'm just happy that I had the house that I did, to be honest. I did.
Could you imagine that you would have walked so much earlier than you did in alternate?
I know, but do you know what? I've got to give it to Dina, because if I was in her position, I would have gone off my rocker by now. And she's handled it like a proper lady, so I have got a lot of respect for her. And I got keen on her at first, but now I really do like her.
Yeah. OK, let's move on to Luke A, because, my goodness, he left the smoking area in and started socialising with the insiders, as we're calling them. So, why do you think Luke S and Connor, we've kind of seen them have these chats tonight, which I think is really nice to see, that they're kind of socialising together, but do you think there's a reason behind why they're suddenly taking an interest in Luke A?
I guess they've kind of got someone else on their side.
You think they're trying to bring another member in?
They think that Luke S is really powerful. Luke A, sorry, is really powerful.
Does anybody think that they might think he is maybe the strong one in the outsiders group?
I believe that. I think that I think they think he's the strongest. So if they
play the game with him,
let me finish. And if they think that if they're talking to him, and the public see that they are talking to him, they thought, oh, Connor's all right.
Yeah.
But don't trust a Connor.
On that note, we are all done for now, but it's up to you to check yourself and wreck yourself. I like saying that. Via the website, and whilst you're there, you can take part in a very little competition that we are running. It is what will Siobhan say next, and what should Connor do next? There is absolutely no prizes, but we will read out the best entries later on in the show. Details should be on your screen now. It's an amazing competition. Right, still to come, Benedict grades the housemates' strategies, and Patrick gives us the latest scoop from the house. Going up to camera runs. For now, though, you can save your faith. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. Now, weather reports say there is a strong chance of thunderstorms tonight, and that's just inside the house. Have a look at this.
Oh, I'm really hungry.
I just ate the last of the bacon. Hate me now.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's only 2 pieces left.
Stop right there. What you making?
What?
What did you make?
The bacon and eggs.
And you didn't even let me have a bite.
I couldn't, because then you'd have to grab it with the prongs. Yeah, I see the hate. I see the disgust. I see the anger.
That must be a pain in the arse.
Still love you, though. Still appreciate that ass.
Babe, I just punched you. I think that's disrespecting the warden. That's it. I'm not speaking to Luke or Adam ever again. Can both fuck off. I'm fucking fuming. Seriously.
There was only 2 pieces left, Lauren.
Well, I'm not speaking to either of you two anymore.
All right.
Fucking fuming. Twat.
She's not very happy about the bacon. Right, now, we are over halfway through the series, so what better time to take a look at the housemates' half-term... What's the matter with me tonight? Half-term report, as marked by our teacher-in-residence, Benedict. So, Benedict, you have been closely monitoring our housemates.
That I have,
and
yes.
you have been grading them on their strategy so far.
Yeah.
OK, let's start with someone who is probably one of your favourite housemates in there, Caroline.
Lovely Caroline.
Now, we know you didn't always see eye to eye, but what do you think of her tactics thus far?
Well, in terms of longevity, it seems to be working. I mean, I like very little about her, but she seems to be fooling everybody else in the house. She manages to sort of move from group to group, befriending people.
How does she do that, though?
I don't know. I mean, originally it was her sense of humour. I think now people are just scared of her, and they just toe the line. And whoever she doesn't like tends to be up for eviction.
Do you think she holds
weeks.
the power? Because we've heard a couple of people say, I can't believe, is she 20? A 20-year-old is ruling the house.
I think she certainly has done. I think her hold-on power is going to weaken over the next few weeks. People are beginning to dislike her more and more, but I think she certainly has done up until now, yes.
Because after she kind of does a little bit of stirring, she always goes and apologises, and they seem to just let it go then.
Well, it seems so genuine, doesn't it, when she apologises? No, we're not sold by that. Well, it seems it. She's a good little actress, is Caroline. But I think people are beginning to realise that they don't really hold water, her apologies.
OK, so what grade are you going to give Caroline?
Well, the fact she's lasted so long, I'm going to give her an A, actually.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Benedict, I didn't expect you to say that.
I wouldn't give it about other things, for sure, but, yeah.
OK. Now, let's move on to Connor. How do you think he has been getting on with his tactical movements?
Well, he's been kind of lying under the radar. I don't know whether that's a strategy or just the fact he's got no personality whatsoever.
You've also labelled him the class clown, haven't you?
Yes.
OK, so let's have a look at the clip of him being your class clown.
What's your favourite animal? Connor, you mean the gay is straight man?
Oh, my fucking Jesus! Oh,
my God.
I love that.
So, what do you think of his game plan?
I don't think he's really got one. I mean, over the last couple of weeks, he's shown a really nasty, kind of vicious side about himself. And if that's a game plan, I don't really think it's a great one, and I don't think he's going to last much longer, to be honest with you.
He started off when he went into the house. We talked about this earlier. You know, kind of cheeky chappy, and it's all become quite.
Oh, he's
serious
whinging all the
with
last
him
week.
now.
Everything's shit. This is shit. Everything's shit. He wants to get out, doesn't he? He hates it all. He's becoming...
A teacher that talks like this, I can't believe it. What grade would you give
I'm
Connor?
going to give him a very disappointing, must do better, D.
Oh, OK. So, moving on to Siobhan, who is also up potentially for eviction this week. Now, opinions of Siobhan have changed inside and outside of the house quite a lot recently. So what do you think of her recent tactics?
Well, I mean, originally her tactic was to be very funny, which she was. I mean, during the laughing exercise, when she would just say something like flan in your face.
You got on well with her.
I would crease up laughing. Yes, I got on very well with her. But it wasn't a tactic that was going to last long because she refused to show her fiery side. She wouldn't get into any conflict because I think she knew she could just turn, and she has turned.
So do you think she tried to suppress...
Yes, oh, totally.
The argumentative side of her personality.
And now we're all seeing it, the housemates are seeing it, and she's not impressing anybody at all.
OK, so what grade are you going to give Siobhan?
I'm going to give her a C-.
Oh, ouch.